Greetings, everyone, and welcome. Nanette Victoria here with another midweek miracle meditation for contemplation. My website is www.nanettvictoria.com. You can contact me directly for personal coaching and ACIM mentoring, 908-433-6254. Let's take a deep breath in, settle ourselves. Breathing in, holy breath. Breathing out, gratitude. Coming into the interior sacred silence. Allowing the body to rest, to be as it is, but to bring your awareness to awareness itself. In the still point is the radiance and love, the eternal always, always constant and consistent, the resting place, the place where inspiration comes forth naturally as we trust. I need do nothing. And within that nothingness, the everythingness of God's movement, the movement of the divine, intuitively guides. We are never alone. You may keep your eyes closed if you had them closed as I bring up this week's reading. One of my favorite readings from a course, The Attraction of God. And the first portion is what comes through as the Holy Spirit moves. And the second portion is a reading from A Course in Miracles, always taken from the web edition, www.acim.org. Beautiful website. So, the attraction of God. When we want only love, we return home in truth. As we forgive the dis-easiness of the ego, the attraction of love remains as it always was. No need to avoid dis-easiness or resist it. It melts in God's perfect love. Uncover, discover, discard, and forgive. It is humility which gives way to self-forgetting. Humility, grace, forgiveness is freedom. And from A Course in Miracles, as you let the Holy Spirit teach you how to use the body only for purposes of communication, and renounce its use for separation and attack, which the ego sees in it, you will learn you have no need of a body at all. In the holy instant, there are no bodies, and you experience only the attraction of God. Wow. So you can check that out. The links are underneath this video. This journey that we all find ourselves in is a journey of remembering, and forgiveness is the gateway. And we don't deny when things are coming up. Matter of fact, let them come up, and I share that a lot. More and more, it's a journey of resting in that silence and allowing the sometimes contraction that goes on when something comes up. Maybe an uncomfortable conversation with somebody, which I had the other day. And I was recognizing what was coming up in that instant through the practicing. These thoughts don't mean anything. I'm never upset for the reason I think. I ask the Holy Spirit for help. I rest. As Ken Wapnick would always say, in the cinema with Jesus and the Holy Spirit watching. And self-inquiry, inquiring, who am I? And the negation practice, looking at what I'm not, so what I am becomes available. But when those things come up, it really is that opportunity of the attraction of God is right there behind what is appearing. Ooh, I have this appearing feeling of annoyance. And right there's my stuck point. Everyone is there as an opportunity of the gateway of freedom. It's like the whole universe is my sadhana in my spiritual practice. And I was able to recognize and to not resist what's coming up, but to literally go right into it and meld with it. And it literally dissolves in that attraction of God. Because that truth that's it. That's the reality. So as we move through this season, winter season, my preference, I love the winter. Beautiful opportunity to see what comes up. Non-judgmental awareness, pause, sacred pause. In that sacred pause, intuitively, there's internal functional boundaries and external functional boundaries. That's not a language of the Course, but that can be a language in another type of genre that's appropriate in a dualistic world. Intuitively recognizing, sometimes not saying nothing is an interior, internal, sacred boundary, which merely means I'm resting in God. I'm not looking for something out there to fix something, because really it's an inside job. So the attraction of God and what we're looking for is what's looking. The Christ in you, I acknowledge, and the Christ in me, as we join in the one. I love you, almighty companions. Many blessings.